Okay, so in this video, once I open the video, there we go. You're going to be able to see that we're going to be coding through the homework together. So this is exactly where you should have left off in the last lesson, or at least close to where you should have left off. Now, there is an issue. So if we use our VNC to view our game, we can move around, like so, and we can shoot. Great. But what's interesting to note is that these bullets stay inside of the game. What I mean by that is if we keep pressing space for several minutes, our game's going to get much slower, much slower, much slower, much slower, very, very slow, right? And the reason that happens is because these bullets still exist outside the screen, even though we can't see them. And this is what we call a memory leak, where we're using memory in a way that we don't need to use memory. So let's take a look and go through this homework sheet so that we can address some issues. So first, this is the issue, right? In PyGame, every bullet or enemy you append to a list stays in the computer's memory forever, even when they move off screen. So we need to prevent the game from slowing down. We must remove the objects so they're no longer visible. Okay. So when deleting items from lists, you must do a slice. This creates a temporary copy of the list. If you don't do this, Python will skip the item immediately following the one you deleted, causing teleporting bullets or flickering enemies. So this is what we gotta do, right? We have to use this to delete the bullets that are moving out of the screen, and then we're going to be spawning in some enemies here as well using random.random min-max. If that doesn't make sense, that's fine. Don't worry. But right now, this is all you got to do, right? So first, we're going to follow the step-by-step. So we're going to have import random at the top, import random. And we need an enemies list. Let's put the enemies list maybe near the play data, maybe here. Enemies list like so. It's an empty string, or empty list rather. And there we go. And now we're going to use the bullet memory cleaner. So find the current bullet loop, update it to use the slice, and then add a check to remove bullets that fly off the top of the screen. Okay, so if B1 is less than 10, so B1 is the X position. So if the X position is less than 10, actually no, 1 is Y. So if B1 is less than Y, which means it's off the screen, then we're going to remove this bullet. That's what this does, right? So this should go somewhere. Where do we have the bullets? Somewhere here, actually right here, right? This is great. So for B and bullets, bullet speed, matter of fact, we can do this here, and then maybe we can have this right here. I think this will be the correct code, like so. We'll get rid of that. Good. Now, what's this doing? B1. What is B1? Well, if we look at the bullets, let's look at bullets, or we look at, let's look at bullets. Did we define bullets somewhere here? I think we did. Okay, that's bullets. Did we define it anywhere else? We should have divided somewhere else. Here we go, look. So you can see the second, this is 0, right? This is 1. So we're looking at this, which is the Y position, right? So if we're saying if the Y position of the bullets is less than 0, which means it's off the screen, then we're going to remove this. Let's press play and see if this works. Okay, well, I think it has worked. There's a way we can check this to be sure. Okay, and print bullet. So now when we press space, if you check the console, you can see it says bullet removed, right? It's just saying that we've removed the bullet. So we know that this code is working. Great. Now the next thing is going to be to look at this code example. Now inside the while loop, we need to write some logic to spawn a new enemy. So if random.random is 160 equals 1, spawn x random int. Random.random is 0 with minus 40. Minus 40. Why minus 40? I think minus 40 is the size of standard character. So this just makes it so that it's inside the screen. Enemies that append. Okay, so let's take this. Put it inside the while loop, which should be here somewhere. Maybe we can do it right. Let's do it here. Yeah. Spawn enemies. like so. And this should be enemies, not enemies list. Update that. Okay, now this will work. Hopefully this will work. Actually, we haven't drawn it yet, so we need to draw it too. Have we drawn it? No, we have not. So let's draw it together. Actually, I think that might be step 5. Yeah, that is step 5. So let's do step 4 first. Okay. So create a loop to remove the enemies down the screen. If an enemy goes past the bottom greater than height, remove it. Right. So this is the same thing we're doing again, where if the enemies go down past the screen, then we're gonna remove them. Right. So that's all we're doing. So we'll say something here. Okay. For E and enemies, there we go. Spawn and spawn enemies. Now here we're gonna write something here that says maybe draw enemies. You put E in enemies. PyGame dot draw dot rect. Hash your screen. We'll give it white, and I think it was. Let's take a look and see what it is. We'll see what it is. For the enemy, raw screen red. Okay, we'll take this. Here we go. There we go. Put that in here. Okay, let's see if that works. So, you can see, look, there's enemies spawning. But the issue is here now is that we haven't actually set up any collision mechanics, but we don't need to. This is perfect for now. We're going to keep it as it is. This is all we need. So if you can get to this point, that's great. That's all we're going to do. Later on, we're going to add the mechanics where we are going to be able to shoot the enemies, and then that should be fairly clear. So yes, have a wonderful time, guys. See you guys in the next lesson. Hopefully this is clear. Any questions, let me know, and I'll help you out. Goodbye. See you soon.